Dear diarrhea, diarrhea full of shit. Just play along me, myself, and I. No one else. Right, I'm so legit. It's like 2:30 in the morning, something like that. And as I said in, a few audio presentations I have before in the past, there's that cough. Just a little itch. Maybe it has something to do with the drinking. When I started drinking, the hard liquor had damaged my throat. But, something's important to me. I'll pursue it. I'll make the effort to, acquire it, accomplish it, learn about it. As where everything else in my life just sort of happens, and I put forth absolutely no effort whatsoever. Yet still, so I think a lot of things into existence, Or it's like a version of sweet serendipity, which I think is pertaining to relationships, but it's like, if I remember correctly, it's something like you didn't expect something. Like I met my soulmate, at the carnival, whatever. It's like, okay, that's how it's been done. It's just a thing, So. But yeah. Like if you're sideswiped, I picture. I don't know, Bob's. Like I said, the situation that I'm going to set up, which is totally going to be fabricated on my end, but she's not going to know that. Well, she'll be at some outdoor cafe thing, drinking her latte. With Milo, and I'll just show up and like sit behind Milo and whatever at a different table. And then it'll happen again. And this is going to require some stalking on my part, like to an unhealthy level. And then the third time, Milo won't be there. And I will interstage, left, from a different direction. Left. And whatever, and I'll just be like standing right next to her. And she'll turn over and her eyes will get big and they'll light up, and, she'll get kind of like one of the, Bob's. I'll say, hi. My name's whatever. How are you? But and then go sit down, and then let a little bit of time pass. Is she looking over whatever? And within like a minute or two, I'll go sit my happy ass down at the table where she's at. And her mind will be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Milo's my boy. Milo's my man. And don't mention Milo. I mean, she knows that I have. Well, no, maybe not. I wouldn't play it like that. I wouldn't mention it. I've seen you around. Just play it like it's just like, you know what I mean? So, when she's like, yeah, this is the third time I've seen you, and now you're at this table talking to me. I'm just playing it like, what's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? So, I'll have my story. But, so that would be an example of sweet serendipity. And she'd go, she'd be all jittery and fucked up, and Milo would be like, what's wrong? And she'd be like, oh, I'm such a bad person. And she may or may not, spill the beans and just whatever. And, I'd give her my number. Maybe even have a card. Just a blank card with my name. And explain it and be like, in case you're wondering why I have a card with my name on it. No, I don't just carry them to, hand out to pretty girls such as yourself. I'm a car guy. So if I see a guy with a car, I say, well, here's my card. If you're not interested, maybe someday you will be. Put it in your junk drawer. Maybe 10 years from now, whatever. Whatever. And then she'll be like, ooh, you've got hobbies. Which, whatever. Which, if I were a car guy, that's what I do. I'd have a card. So, because that happens, Hey, nice car. You'd be interested in selling it? Fuck no. That guy with that El Camino didn't call me back. I didn't think he would. But I decided to look up some other stuff, and there was this one fucking vehicle up in Wyoming. They were selling it for $17,000. It is actually a troop transport. It's a 5-ton, 6x6. I got that wrong. But now they're asking like $28,000 for it. You can fuck off. And I've been looking at some other shit. That's what they're going for. But then there was this guy, it was a winning bid. And he won for like $3,000. I was like, shit. Yeah, but people want to make money. They know where their audience is at. You know what I mean? It's a two-way street. People who are interested in buying old Army vehicles know where to find old Army vehicles. And I'm going to have to get some sort of surplus shit. I'm going to have to buy it a tire so I can buy it and just have it in my possession out of the weather. Plus, it prevents from crazy shit like this, because you don't know. You're just like, howdy, I got my vehicle and all its tires are in good shape. But I'm not going to be able to go down to Discount Tire, and buy a fucking, where do you see these tires? Dear online family and friends. Like I said, they damn near go up to my chest. So they might, decide, wow, shit, I had no idea they were in demand, this, $1,000 tire or whatever it's going to be, now I'm going to charge $4,000 because I can. You want it? No, I'll just hang on to it. You want it? Okay. I know this guy needs it. He's got a customer or whatever, and I'm like the supplier or whatever. For you, my friend, $6,000, or whatever, because people are fucking scum. Break his fucking arm in the night, do it ninja style, catch him in a blind spot, all done up. You don't know me from nothing. But it'd have to be you, so that you don't know me. You don't know me. But then you got to worry about retaliation. You'd have to come up with a story, you know what I mean? And you show up, a week later. Hey, Bill, what happened to your arm? And it's like, is he going to do things himself? Does he know people? Because you took it upon yourself to do it yourself with all your backup plans and your receipts and time and location and all that stuff. If you got to do the assassination thing. Because this isn't sanctioned, speaking of Army shit. If your government just sends you to do something, you do it. You get to make practice runs on mock-ups and situations and scenarios. They pick you up. They drop you off and they pick you up, or at least they take you to at least a spot where you can get, they get you as close as you can. It's all easy cheesy. But in the civilian world, if you have to, pay someone a friendly little visit, society frowns upon that. Very bad. That is very, very serious. So, I'm just speaking generally, of course. But there's a reaction. Every action has a reaction. So, you don't know his deal. You don't know. Did you enrage him? Guys will throw their lives away over ego. Yes, they will. Just like they won't even think about it. It's just absolute fucking reaction. They're running on pure pride and ego. It might happen in a blood pressure spike situation in a parking lot, or it might be something that a feller, sat on for a bit and let it fester, and he went this way and that way, and he ultimately settled on, God damn it, I'm gonna do this. So, a reaction is a reaction. And like I said, it depends on the caliber of person he is, the area, You gotta assess that. What type of person do you think he is? You already know he's a fucking prick. But do you want to, hey, you know what, man? Because now you've just thumped the motherfucker to his core, so. Anyway. So, yeah, same shit. It's the same fucking vehicle. Well, fuck you, prick. No, I was just, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention it was the same day that I saw that military vehicle, or that truck. I saw another flatbed, just a regular truck. It was hauling a tank, and it had a blade. It wasn't a bulldozer. I don't know if it was like a minesweeper or what, because I had briefly mentioned, hey, I should buy a bulldozer. But the thing is, I've actually mentioned this before. I think my next toy is going to be a snowcat with a plow, and I'm going to do it up nice. I have mentioned this before. Yes. My dad used to work on a bunch of old snowcats that they were like from the 60s and 70s. They're kind of fun. I like driving around. The orange ones, Thiokles or whatever. It's funny that one of the mechanics, they pulled it in, And, it sounds like an old pickup, it's got like a V8 small block, Well, not blah, 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 but, it just sounds like an old bit. It's a tracked vehicle, it's a snowcat. And the guy was like, oh, what the fuck? Shit. They pulled in a motherfucking Zamboni one time, and the same guy was like, oh, hell no. He was the top-notch dude, he was, paid on commission, and he could crank out, work like nobody's business. So he could do like 2 days of work in one day, because it's commission. So, But that's funny. And he had like an account with them. They trailer that shit in. I did a fair amount of work on them, but anyway. He drove a tank during Vietnam, and one of the guys was like, "You want to drive one?" And he was like, "No, I'm good." There's another guy I used to swing by. He owned a like a towing business. He was a chopper pilot in Vietnam. My dad didn't go to Vietnam. He was a little young. The war ended before they sent him. And I think probably his intention was to be a mechanic in the army. So I think he would have went. I never talked to him about it. Anyway, because his two brothers were older, but they were alcoholics, so they may have got out of it for that reason. You know, they showed up for the physical and had high blood pressure and were just like, I don't know what to do on this. Anyway. Yep, they were alcoholics and musicians. They were cover musicians. They used to play in bars and stuff. They could play multiple instruments and sing. They had one album. Not gonna say what it is, but probably can't even buy it anymore. Guess that's all I gotta say, baby. I'm just sitting here, you know. Again, you know, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, no, fuck everybody. Hate, rage. Fuck you. I wonder if that other army truck's still for sale. And I want to look at what other shit they got. Where does that same damn army? Holy fucking shit, they added $10,000 to the fucking price. Damn.